Good day, everyone, and welcome to the first edition of CMB Spotlight, where we educate our customers about the products and services offered by Commerce and Mortgage Bank. I am your host, Fatima Dija Koroma. Today, we're focusing on one of our most convenient banking services, the international money transfers. Whether you're receiving money from your loved ones abroad or sending funds to family, business partners, or friends, CMB makes the process safe, fast, and reliable. Joining me today is our head remittance, Mr. Mohamed Kajalee Sall. Thank you for
Thank,
joining us.
thank you very much for having me this morning.
Many people hear the word remittance but may not fully understand. Can you explain what the remittance department does at the Commerce and Mortgage Bank?
Okay, good morning, viewers. When we say the remittance department, first thing we need to know exactly what remittance means before we can look at the department's work. Okay, when you say remittance, we talk about the transfer of money from one party to another. In a financial context, it is refers to you settling payment sent to settle bills or invoices. So the department at Commerce and Mortgage Bank, the remittance department actually handles the IMTOs transaction. By IMTOs, I mean the international money transfers. Currently, Commerce and Mortgage Bank, we operate on the Ria and MoneyGram at the moment. And when you say the remittance, it's a broad term that has to do with transfers of funds and receiving of funds. So the bank has other departments that handles remittance, but transfers of other nature. But when we talk about the IMTOs transaction, the remittance department handles those transactions. The Ria and MoneyGram. We are on the verge of inculcating Western Union also. So currently, the remittance department handles just Ria and MoneyGram transaction.
Like you said earlier, CMB handles RIA and MoneyGram. Can you tell us about these services and what the customers can use them for?
Okay, for RIA and for these IMTOs that we operate on, we know this country majority of the population, we depend on our family members, relatives, friends overseas, or fees, or what have you. So we operate on these two IMTOs codes currently. Um, so when customers have those codes, when people send those codes to them, they walk into either of our any of our branches, and we authenticate these codes for them and pay them the money, because these codes, when they are sent, they don't automatically convert themselves into cash. So we have to convert these codes for them into cash. So they walk into the banks, and with legit or legitimate ID cards, which national recognized ID cards, and so we authenticate the codes using those ID cards to pay them the cash.
Okay. So suppose someone sends a customer money from abroad. How do the customer access the money at CMB?
So accessing the money, when you receive these codes, as I earlier on said, you just walk into any of our branches, and you meet our dedicated tellers. We have dedicated tellers for the remittance products. So when you walk into the banking hall, you'll see signages that will direct you to the teller, and you go to these tellers, and you give them the codes and also with your ID card and your full documentation as the process might require, which you have to give them your ID card, your telephone number, and for probably if you're using your passport, which doesn't have your address, you have to provide the address also for further verification. Yeah, so you give the tellers this information, and the teller punch in those codes and verify the names, the name on the system if it matches the one on your ID card provided. So at the end of the day, when those after those due diligence are done, then the codes are authenticated and monies will be paid to the customer.
Many a times, people complain about how long it takes to get access to their money, even after like meeting these tellers, like the kiosks around. Let's start with them. So, what makes it different with Commerce and Mortgage Bank compared to those kiosks in managing the time in which they attend to these customers?
Okay, for the distinct aspect of Commerce and Mortgage Bank. In the first place, we have designated tellers responsible to handle um, these IMTO codes. And security is another thing. Whenever you come, you say you want to withdraw cash with those codes, you'll be prioritized and they will definitely attend to you and authenticate your code.
Like I said earlier, also, there are many financial institutions in the market that does the Ria and MoneyGram. What makes CMB special, and why should a customer come to CMB to do the Ria and MoneyGram transaction with us?
Okay. Yes. There are so many other financial and non-financial institutions out there who operate these remittance products. But what I think distinct Commerce and Mortgage Bank is our customer service. That's the first thing, because the way you serve your customers makes them come back or they don't come again. So one thing I believe in us in Commerce and Mortgage Bank is the first thing our customer service. We attend to our customers. We deliver our service in a diligent and um, a standard manner that pleases our customers. Our turnaround time is top notch, and going to some of the key reasons, I'll tell you that I want to believe, if we are not the only, but I want to believe we give the highest commission to walk-in customers that walk into our bank to pick up either of these codes, Ria or MoneyGram. When they walk into the bank, we give them 2% of whatever is the value of the amount they pick up from any of our branches. We give them 2%. And as I said earlier on, our turnaround time is top notch. Our dedicated tellers are there to serve customers whenever they step into the banking hall. So I think those are unique qualities that makes us distinct from other financial and non-financial institutions in terms of dealing with these IMTO's codes.
Mhm. So, what are some common mistakes customers make when they send or receive money, and how should they avoid this mistake? Because when I believe when dealing with money, you should be very careful. Where either sending or receiving, because any mistake you make, you might not have access to this money. So, what are these mistakes these customers do, and how best can they avoid these mistakes?
Well, definitely, to err is human. We all make mistakes, and it's when you say mistake, it's something you're not planned to do. You do it, and you notice and try to revert to change it. Okay, so with the common mistakes people normally make, both senders and receivers, One, for senders, most times they do send monies to recipients without using their correct name. A family member or a friend to pick up the cash for you in your behalf. And the agent paying the money has already known this person. So at the end of the day, maybe the person have access to your phone and your ID card is already with him or the agent. So all the person has to do is, if he knows that you have money in you have a new code, you'll just take your phone and download the code, just pen the code down and go to that agent and tell the agent, okay, Mr. X sends me to pick up his cash. This is the code. And this code will be authenticated and the money will be paid to that person. But at Commerce and Mortgage Bank, we don't deal with third-party payments. If you have a code, you should walk in by yourself for us to pay that code. So those are risks associated with other people, other businesses, but we don't pay third-party pay. We don't make third-party payments. So these are just some of the key mistakes made by senders and receivers.
Okay. That would have been my other question. You talking about fraud anyway, but I'm glad you've answered that aspect. So, what message would you like to leave to customers regarding Ria and MoneyGram services?
Okay. I think this should sink into the country as a whole. We are the first bank to offer walk-in customers that walk into our bank to pick up their codes. We're the first bank to offer them 2%. I know of some other people who offer 1%, but we offer 2%. So you walk into Commerce and Mortgage Bank at any time during working hours to pick up your IMTO codes. We give you 2% of the amount. Whatever amount you want to pick, we give you 2% of that amount. And we are open to business to sub-agencies, people who are into remittance business. We are open to sub-agency. You just walk into the bank and locate the remittance department. We have a discussion, and then we are open to collaboration, to partnership with in the remittance platform. So I think our customer service, which I'm boastful of, we have a very good customer service, which we are leveraging on to make sure our products and services are out there, and services are delivered to our customers as and when required. So I think for that, I'll invite people to be doing their pickup codes to any of our branches.
Thank you so much for taking the time to educate us about services, the remittance services provided by Commerce and Mortgage Bank. To our viewers, if you need to send or receive money internationally, visit our nearest branch at Commerce and Mortgage Bank.
Leveraging on to make sure our products and services are out there, and services are delivered to our customers as and when required. So I think for that, I'll invite people to be doing their pickup codes to any of our branches.
Thank you so much for taking the time to educate us about services, the remittance services provided by Commerce and Mortgage Bank. To our viewers, if you need to send or receive money internationally, visit our nearest branch at Commerce and Mortgage Bank. Be it anywhere around the city, you can access your money through the branches. We are fast, reliable, and we provide the best customer service. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to follow us at our social media pages for more financial education and updates from Commerce and Mortgage Bank. See you next time.